fee is. We received no information.
It's the
I don't know
same.
what the list of attorney was that was interviewed. I don't know how that list of attorney was selected, but we've been asked to approve your appointment based on absolutely no information that was provided. When the same thing happened with the planners, I worked with Mr. Hoffman rather, and we provided an in-depth list of everybody's, you got all kinds of information, they came in to present, and you got a detailed estimate of how much they were gonna cost as a base fee, how much it was gonna cost for additional information, and the highest level of cost. We got nothing.
Okay, what we decided to do is move away from a generalist attorney to represent the town and move to a more specialized approach. So our plan is to have a municipal attorney that represents us as a township committee for our meetings, our resolutions, and our ordinances to make sure that we all do everything according to law. And then move to a specialist for our outside engagements, whether it's litigation, whether it's affordable housing, various things that come up, we move to specialists. So we are rearranging our legal structure. It's no longer one attorney that represents the town anymore. We will have a team of attorneys. The appointment of this resolution of Mr. King is for 30 days. And it also allows us to put out an RFQ process to make it fair and open to the public. So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, well, we didn't do an RFQ before, and we have everybody else that were doing RFQs, so I'm not comfortable. Again, that trust factor has been broken, so I would like to think there was actually an RFQ process that was gonna happen, but I'm not comfortable it's gonna happen, so.
It's on the resolution we just approved.
Discussion. Yeah.
It's on.
There was no resolution I received that said RFQ, there were RFQs for other attorney positions. And by the way, I absolutely agree with your strategy of breaking out the generalist attorney and then the specialist attorney. No disagreement there. My problem is with the process.
We should focus on what you agree with and stop focusing on making everything divisive. Making it divisive is only slowing down this evening and taking away from the intention of a reorganization.
Mr. Morris, I would not deprive you of being able to make your decisions.
I gave you a chance to speak.
Okay.
In terms of
This needs to be orderly. Go ahead.
yes. Well, in terms of appointing this an attorney, if you agree with this approach, then when you were mayor, you should have began this approach. So I don't see how you can make that as a fallback to this. That doesn't make sense. As something you can say as a catch-all. Okay? When you were mayor, and you were mayor for quite a bit of time, you could have moved to this. The world is becoming incredibly complicated as it does, and we need specialists. And I think you agree with that, so I applaud you for that. We can't move forward with the same council that was the generalist. We can't move forward with that same person in place right now. And as you know, or should know, this is a non-fair and open process every year. So even if we were to reappoint the municipal attorney who we already had, that would be non-fair and open appointment. There would be no RFQ. There's no difference here. So the only difference here is that you're gonna make a big deal about Mr. King. And the issue with that, of course, is we did not make a big deal about a Democrat state committeeman who was appointed and working for our town, and was also potentially in charge of making donations from the Democrat state committee, and there were other donations made, and I won't drag the public through it because I think it's just mudslinging.
I don't
But
know.
Is there any other
You
discussion?
don't know who I'm talking about because you're not aware of all the facts, and I don't want to make this about personnel because that's inappropriate.
Okay, is there any other discussion?
Again, my request
Is there
is
anyone
for an
else that have
RFQ process.
Is
That's
there
it.
anybody else that has any other input?
No, just think that we are in agreement, Mrs. Fleece and Mrs. Ewald, regarding the specialist approach.